Let's get this researcher. This guy's pretty serious about this, I guess.
Okay.
He claims that the more sex you have, the more youthful your appearance is. Or I'm not sure if it's just a correlation or cause or what, but...
All right.
He's in Scotland.
Hello, David Weeks here.
Yes, hi. It's Drew and Mike calling on WRIF Radio. How you doing, David?
Just fine. How are you?
Good. We're very excited about your research, and we think that a lot of men in America will be very excited about it, too, because it could encourage a lot of women to maybe engage in a little more sex.
You could have something in that, I guess.
They should feel every line in their face vanish with each thrust, is what I'm guessing. Every time they feel the man thrust on them, they must feel younger and younger and younger, so that by the end of one act, they're literally almost a child again.
I'm afraid not.
Yes, it takes vigorous sex regularly over a long period of time to make a difference, correct?
Well, I think it's actually the context within which the sex is taking place, so it's just as important as within a very loving relationship.
Come on. So David, what are you saying here? I thought it was basically lots of sex, be younger.
So if it's
now you got to be in love, and it's got to be all lovey-dovey?
Well, I think it helps if you're empathic with your partner and she with you.
Yeah, so you're talking like extended foreplay, gentle touching, kissing, all this cuddling afterward, lots of I love yous, and very tender and warm, and
yes,
and making sure that she gets hers before you get yours, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
well,
in that
let's
case,
just look older then. What the hell?
Yeah,
right.
Who cares?
No, I'm just kidding, David.
So, how did you conduct this study? Across how much time, and how did you ever determine this to be true, and what signs of youth did you see?
Well, the people that we studied, by and large, looked very significantly younger than their years, and we first started here in Scotland with about 100 women who we knew to be who did look younger than their years by quite a great extent.
To begin with, you mean?
To begin with, and we actually did this. We proved this by setting up a double-blind clinical experiment where we could.
We don't need the mumbo jumbo. Just give us the lowdown.
How long did the test go on? Were the people having sex for like a year?
No, not like that. No.
They just found the young-looking people, and then you asked them how much sex they had, right?
Yes, but
okay.
And rubbed one out while they're talking to them.
It's a bit more complicated than that, though.
Well, how much more complicated was it really? I mean, I know you do a lot of work and you have all the statistical data, but isn't that sort of bottom lining it? You found young-looking people, you asked them how much sex they had, and it turned out they had more sex, right?
Oh, wow.
Well, we asked them quite a lot of questions about their lifestyle going back to their early childhood, and sex was just one of the questions out of about 100 or so.
And all of them look young for their age, and all of them have more than the normal sex, however you define normal.
I wouldn't say all of them, but certainly on average, there was a very strong relationship between the two. It wasn't the strongest relationship in our study. The strongest one was between physical activity and exercise, but it was something equivalent to about an additional 3 brisk 1-mile walks a week.
Wow.
The sex factor wasn't, in fact, the second most important. The third was that because these people did actually look younger, they tended to have relationships with younger people. And the fourth factor was that they tended to mix with people of all different age groups, young and old alike.
One of the more controversial elements of your study, and or maybe this is another study, I guess, they said that performing a lot of fellatio makes a woman appear to be tremendously younger.
That's not my study.
Yeah, it's not, but that is true. You would agree?
That's not my study. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Does it sound plausible?
There are lots of things that sound plausible.
Yeah. So it's plausible.
Mm-hmm.
If you studied it, it would probably come true, right?
Especially if they ingest the product.
So that would be probably true, in other words, right?
Well, I couldn't really say. I haven't seen the research.
Well, do you really want to argue it?
I think it's
it seems like it's more than like
somewhere around here.
It requires a lot of exercise, and it is, it's sort of sex, so it's probably true, right?
I wouldn't like to leap to that kind of conclusion.
Well, yeah, but if you studied it, if you did all your BS that you guys do when you study stuff, you'd probably find that it fulfilled all the things that make sex an indication of looking younger as well, because it does involve vigorous activity. And, I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I think the effect on age actually did occur to both men and women. So it raises the question about who's the more vigorous actor.
Well, I mean, but there's like cuddling and kissing beforehand, and, you know, he thanks her afterwards and stuff, so...
Thanks her afterwards.
Tells her he loves
her. Well, it didn't do,
of course,
didn't do Bill Clinton very much good, did it?
Bill Clinton doesn't look that old.
Yeah, but you know why? You know why? It's because of what you said. There has to be love. There wasn't love.
That's right.
And
good point.
We see that in women that have a lot of sex that are just, you know, typically called sluts and tramps and two-bits, that those women tend to age dramatically. Their genitals certainly do, with a lot of sex, a lot of casual sex.
That's right. Look at your reverse effect.
Because look at your porn stars. Here's my example. Porn stars, when they start off in the industry, they may find a very beautiful girl whose anatomy, her specific anatomical parts, are beautiful and hot. And then some 10 years later in her career, it looks like a bomb went off between her legs.
Would you agree with that, David?
I think that such women do get exploited quite a lot, both physically and psychologically.
Yeah, they're in dire need of labiaplasty. You know, it takes a toll.
You know, they have to have regular iodine treatments.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been studied. You're certainly aware of that study. So that would sort of prove your point, because that is not relationship, warm, loving sex.
That's right.
That's exactly right. That study, I think, was entitled The Iodine Factor. I forget who the PhD was on that. So going back to the earlier discussions where love is involved, when we talk about vigorous sexual activity, are we talking about basically their butt being a blur? As they're pumping,
I think
they're
what
pumping like machines on hard, long...
Give the guy a break.
Okay.
I think these people actually take their time more.
They do.
Yeah.
And now what else? Physical exercise, a lot of loving sex, and then what else helps keep a person young? They have younger lovers. They hang around with people of all ages.
Well, we know that there are two factors that are very detrimental to youthful appearance, and that's cigarette smoking and too much sun exposure. Unprotected sun exposure.
Right. Well, that's not news.
We know from twin studies, for instance, where one twin's been a smoker and the other a non-smoker, that it ages a person by about 12 years by the age of 45.
Well, yeah.
12 years?
That's right.
How much does this person smoke?
That's just an average amount.
Wow.
A lot of wear and tear on the throat.
A lot of wear and tear on all the body.
So, in other words, if my partner Mike had a twin, they'd look pretty damn good right now. Probably wouldn't have so much face. Probably be in better shape.
I have a lot of face, Doc.
Be capable of more physical activity.
Yeah.
Probably have sex.
Do people? If I had a kid that come out looking like they're 15 from all the smoke.
Would you agree, David?
I'd give birth to a 15-year-old.
You'd just be nothing but face.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Hey, Mike's wife gave birth to a 15-pound face.
Yeah, we walk her. 15-pound face. That's
David,
exactly right.
The people that do smoke that you say look 12 years older by the time they turn 45, do they also have less sex because they smoke?
I think we know that cigarette smoking is a risk factor for male impotence and premature ejaculation.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Wow. So how do you think, can we rest pretty well assured that pretty soon Mike will be incapable of getting one coaxed out of him?
Hey, I got to tell you what offsets the premature factor and all that. 20 years of marriage, pal. Nothing's premature anymore. always walk away sore.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
I didn't
mean that. That was entertainment only. Honest to God, let me clarify. That was a joke. I love my wife, and I haven't even been married 20 years. That's a lie, too.
Do couples that have been married a long time, are they less interested in sex?
That has been known to happen in a substantial minority of individual couples.
How can you have a substantial minority?
That'd be like 38% or something.
Less than 50%, but more than 10%.
So what would you advise for those people who've been married a long time if they want to look younger? Would the best thing be to hire prostitutes occasionally, a mistress?
No, I think that would come into promiscuity again, wouldn't it? And
Okay, so how about this? Fall in love with a prostitute.
Well, I wouldn't be able to comment on that.
What about that, honestly?
Well, you got to start commenting on some of this stuff, David. Get off the fence.
I think that there has been some work in looking at so-called surrogate therapists for men who are so painfully shy that they've never been able to form any kind of relationship, and that actually. They actually call the surrogate, well, in some respects, some people call the surrogate a prostitute, but, I think it is different.
Well, I would think...
And that is quite helpful to these, very small group of men.
So, David, when you finished your study, did you go home and say, hey, honey, look at this, and hunker down, baby?
It would have been a nice idea.
You didn't do it?
Hunker down. Jeez.
What? No, I mean, you must have certainly shared this with your wife.
Yes, it's been fairly public knowledge now for some time.
I know, but you knew it before anyone else. So did you go home and did you tell your wife, honey, this is going to sound like it's a plea for more action, but, sex makes you look younger, so hunker down, baby.
I don't think I actually needed to. I don't think I needed to actually say something like that.
She just knows.
Oh, you guys just have sex all the time. You're one of those couples.
She just knows what to do when you get home.
I just raised an eyebrow.
Yeah, I see.
Well, lucky for you, then you must look very young, David.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about the hazards of smoking, also sun exposure. And can we offset sun exposures? Can our erections act as SPF 45s? Basically.
Yeah, if you're out in the sun all day, would you say that it would probably make sense for the woman to perform some kind of act on the man
at the end of the day
to generate some youth and take away the damage the sun exposures caused?
Exactly.
Just rub one out or something? Just kind of offset it?
Rub one out.
What do you think, Dave?
I think these are quite ridiculous comparisons.
No, but doesn't that sound like, honestly,
no, wait a second.
really?
You're saying sun is bad, sex is good. So I'm saying do one to offset the other.
Right. Balance the equation. Right?
Have you?
Well, I have to say that your logic is slightly faulty.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I think my logic's pretty
either.
good.
I think
sun is bad, sex is good. So you spend 3 hours in the sun, you get out into the shade and say, hey, honey, it's time for you to hunker down for the betterment of both of us.
Right. I think it's just simply expounding on your points.
Do you ever do that?
Not in the way that you do.
No, I don't do it either. I'm just saying, I mean, with the study, it seems like once you read the study, you have no choice but to do that. But I don't know.
It seems like one can come to that conclusion. Well,
I think those are speculations that are rather far-fetched.
You think they're far-fetched?
I don't think they're far-fetched at all.
You're the one
that did the study. It's your information that led me to that speculation.
That's true.
Sun is bad, sex is good, correct?
So far.
Okay.
And sun ages you.
So you've been in the sun. Then let's do something that will help offset that. Maybe have some exercise or have her hunker down.
So in one day in the sun, followed by sex, you can add 5 years and subtract 5, all in 24 hours. Right?
Oh, boy.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's going.
We bummed him? Oh, I can't believe it. We bummed him out, huh? He takes us seriously.
He's like 5,000 miles away, and it's all bent.
Come on. He just called some chick so he could talk dirty to them and call it a survey.
Your international call cannot be completed as dialed.
What are you doing? He's got the phone off the hook.
Oh, no way.
He's telling his wife to hunker down. That's why he got off the phone. He kept hearing the term hunker down, and it was just too strong an impulse for him.
Yeah.
Couldn't bear it.
No.
Well,
that's
a little hard on him. I should apologize. But he's serious about the study.
Okay, all right, let's fix it.
Hey, David, Drew, and Mike, something happened to the phone.
Oh, yes, I think we're cut off there.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Is something wrong with your phone?
Not mine.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe something happened, like you put it on the receiver or something like that.
No, I think we're just cut off somewhere in transatlantic, I think.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, anyway, we thought maybe that you got upset and hung up, but we wanted to say, sorry, we're kind of making light of this survey, and I know you probably did put a few hours into it, and it is something that I think we're all going to feel good about in the end, especially if people follow your advice.
Well, thank you very much.
And we've enjoyed talking to you.
Do you have a website that details your findings, that sort of thing?
My findings are a book called Secrets of the Super Young, published by Random House.
Ah, okay.
All right, Mr. Weeks.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate the help.
My pleasure.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He hung up on us.
He did.
He sure did. He didn't think we'd have the balls to call him back. Oh, man.
It's so funny because he didn't do the study itself. He just couldn't acknowledge that one would offset the other, or that would be any logic until he declares it so.
I know. Honestly, I got to tell you.
I haven't declared it so it's not so.
Yeah.
It's really pretty obvious. I mean, you look at people that look young for their age, it's like, man, you look great for your age. And then you come to find out, of course, they're at the club 4 days a week. They work out, they walk, they run, they're in marathons.
Surgery.
And, of course, they're so vain, they have to get off a lot. So, you know, they're having a lot of sex.
Yeah, because they love their bodies.
They need to be reinforced. Their fabulous looks need to be constantly reinforced.
You know what?
With
That's
sex,
true, actually, I think.
And with desire and to know that they're still hot and all that stuff.
Right, because honestly, really...
And then, gee, smoking, what a surprise. Smoking is not good for your appearance.
Yeah. Right, nor his son. And really, the type of person, the real hot girl that goes to the club, that exercises and eats right and gets plenty of sleep and cares about her body and everything. She's the one dressed up in the really expensive outfits, real flashy. And that's the chick in the summer that's strutting around poolside in the body that she loves. And you bet she's going to have more sex than normal.
She's not sure if she joined the health club because she wants to get in shape or because they have a lot of mirrors.
Yeah, that's right.
But she likes them both.
That's it.
All right, well, it was wonderful talking to Mr. Weeks.
Yeah, it was.
And I think his study is something everyone should think about on their way to work today. Probably all could use a little more. Boner.
Well, hello, guys. It's Bob Boner. How's it hanging for the mighty morning men? Yay, the dynamic duo of all demographics who detonate the dastardly competition to dust.
Wow, I guess it's to the leftist, Bob.
Well, great, guys. You know, I, Bob Boner, am staying very busy, just trying to hold my own. Anyway, hey, guys, you asked, where have you been all this time, Bob?
Where have you been all this time, Bob?
Drew, I'm so happy you asked me. Glad you asked. Listen, I, Bob Boner, have gone to med school and have become an ophthalmologist. That's right.
Hey, you know, I saw a guy on Channel 2 the other night who sort of done the same thing.
Yeah, he has, but you know, the competition is very stiff out there. I think I, Bob Boner, have my place. I think that my bazooka can basically knock everybody out of the field. As you know, guys, LASIK surgery is huge these days. I'm huge these days, too. Yes, you know, it's long. I'm long. Overdue. This process of slowly but surely getting everybody to shed their glasses and be who they are for once. We've got this process underway. Hey, get rid of the glasses. Let the world see your eyes. The real you, Drew. Yes, you know, so many people are getting it done. So many doctors are doing it. I, Bob Boner, was forced with two choices. I could either have it done myself, or I could learn to do it and rake in all the money. It was a very easy decision. Of course, I, Bob Boner, went to school seminar 2 days. And of course, opened up an eye clinic. It was a titty bar. Administering LASIK surgery to countless patients every day. Countless because there's not one patient I'm counting. Yes, trust your eyes to me, Bob Boner. Yes, when was the last time you could really trust somebody with your eyes? Yes, you know, hi, I'm Bob Boner. And, you know, when it comes to your eyes, you need somebody you can trust. And, you know, hey, look, aren't you tired of having beautiful women cross their legs and break your glasses? Not anymore, guys. In 3 minutes flat, I'll make a slit. Yes, I said slit. Eyes, and instantly you'll see 20/20 like a miracle. You say, wow, I can see perfectly. Your erection has never been clear. And of course, once you can see this clear, you'll exclaim, wow, Bob, you are huge. That's right. I perform all operations without wearing any pants. Isn't it about time you see 20/20 24/7? After all, the closest you've ever come to 20/20 has been in hindsight. When you think about it, of course, for the idiots out there, hindsight 20/20 is... of course, the old expression. You know, I, Bob Boner, have always said, if hindsight is the only way you see 20/20, don't complain. Thank God. It's when you're checking out her hind end, that's when you see her ass very clearly. That's right. My eyes are constantly on your boobs, your breasts, and your ass. I, Bob Boner, am an eye surgeon you can trust. Hey, I believe in myself so much, I operated on my one eye. That's right, one-eyed monster. Yes, now that my one-eyed monster sees clearly, I don't pick up fat chicks anymore. Right.
Oh, Bob,
Stop
nice.
by.